You would not be here if you weren't interested in learning, and neither would I. But here's something we haven't learned about together: learning.
The science of lying and the teenage brain explained are just a couple of topics musician and entrepreneur Hank Green has tackled in his YouTube videos. Now, those videos have helped him win a huge online following and made him one of the country's better-known science teachers. He joins us this morning to talk to us a little bit about being a YouTube science teacher. Good morning, Hank.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad. So tell us how you got started with this whole YouTube thing.
My brother and I just started messing around with it in 2007, back when it was not a big deal, and nobody was really doing it. And we started to gain a following. After that happened, it started to feel like maybe we should be doing stuff that was like good for them, good for the world, and also talking about science and talking about, you know, the mysteries of the universe. Turns out to be pretty easy to make compelling content because the universe and the world is fascinating. So I just have to let the world be fascinating on its own, tell it how it is. I don't have to make anything up. It's pretty great.
That's definitely a nice viewpoint there. So how do you come up with your topics that you want to talk about?
We get a lot of suggestions from our audience. Like a lot of what we talk about is what people want to know about. Like they say 100%, like ask a question and we will try and get you an answer. And sometimes those things are, you know, like it can be exciting sometimes when frankly nobody knows. We get to say that. We get to say this is something that we know that we don't know, and that maybe the next generation of scientists are going to be the ones that figure that out.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so fast forward, it's 2015 now. Back in 2007 when you started with YouTube, how much different is that process of getting some content out there?
Oh, it's very different. I mean, there's just a lot more of it now. Like people actually know what YouTube is and spend a lot of time there. And I was very lucky that like I got to start out not knowing what I was doing and then sort of like go through the process of getting good at it as it was becoming a thing. And that's kind of the whole process of being alive for me, like going from not being good at something to being good at something. It was really nice to grow up along with YouTube so that I could have the opportunity to become a good communicator, to become a good person who talks to a camera for a living, and that's one thing that I'd say to people who are struggling with science and math and STEM fields in school is that if it's hard, that doesn't mean that you're not good at it. It just means that you're not good at it yet, and getting good at it is a wonderful process.
Awesome. So science was one of my favorite subjects. So are you working on anything right now?
Oh, we're working on stuff all the time. In fact, I'm going into the studio later today to record some episodes of SciShow. Friday we'll be making a crash course episode on the urinary system, because doctors got to know how all that works. We also for the last year have been working with a company called Emerson, and their goal they've been helping me make more and better content and also talk to people because they have the same goal as me. They want more people getting into this stuff because they need the next generation of problem solvers to employ, because their job as an engineering company is just to solve big problems.
Wow, very cool. So where can we see more, Hank?
Well, Emerson's put together a really cool resource at emerson.com/ilovestem, which has a bunch of my videos on it. It has some information on what they do, and just information for people who might be interested in pursuing this kind of career path.
Awesome. Hank Green, thank you so much for coming on this morning.
Thank you very much.